My hair has finally stopped breaking. I'm super excited to finally share everything I did, everything I use with you all, because I know a lot of us in this natural hair growth community are experiencing breakage on a daily basis. At this point, you should go grab your popcorn, go grab your drink, sit down and relax, because this is going to be a very detailed video. Because I'm going to be sharing in detail everything I used, the product I used, the supplement I take, in fact, everything I did before my hair finally stopped breaking. In fact, right now, if you look at my hair, you'll definitely fall in love with it. Of course, I'm going to show you the final look at the end of the video, so keep on watching, relax, and if you find the video helpful, don't forget to share it with someone, because a lot of us in the natural hair growth community are experiencing this breakage issue. In fact, this is one of the problems that we face a lot in the natural hair community, and that is why I like sharing what I do to get solution with everyone who cares to listen. First thing first is to identify the cause of breakage, because if you don't know the cause of breakage, you will never get solution. So it is very important you know why your hair is breaking before you start looking for solution. So the first thing I did was to identify why my hair was breaking excessively. And the reason for the breakage was not just one, was not even two, it was about three. The first one is postpartum hair loss. Second one was iron deficiency. And the third one was due to stress. My hair was actually stressed. The way I detangled my hair, the way I took down my previous hairstyle, everything combined together broke my hair excessively. After knowing the cause of the hair breakage, I had to tackle each of them differently. The one that needs medical attention, I gave it medical attention. The one that needs me to be gentle, I did that. And in fact, the products too that I use, I'm going to be inserting them just one after the other. That is why you need to watch every part of the video so you don't miss out on any useful information. First thing I did was to go back to my previous hair products. The product that I used when I started my hair growth journey, I went back to that product and I made this oil. This oil was the first hair growth oil I made on my channel, though I added a few ingredients, but this was exactly the same way I made the previous one. This oil is so potent. I used it at least 3 times every week on my scalp and the length of my hair. I trusted this oil so much because it has helped me before. That was why I went back to it. If you've been watching my videos, you would know that there was a time I had to change my hair products. I have gone back to the previous one that I've been using before because they actually rescued my hair in this time. I did not just make only oil, I also made my own shampoo at home. I had to go back to all the product that I've been using. I had to make the shampoo again, all my hair tea, the way I make my hair growth spray before. I had to go back and start making them same way using similar ingredients, and they were super helpful. And I also incorporated leave-in conditioner into my hair care routine, which I don't use all the time. I don't use it every time I'm moisturizing my hair, but I use it at least once a week. I use it sometimes once a week. Some weeks I don't use it, but I started using leave-in conditioner. And for leave-in conditioner, I use the Olive Miracle leave-in conditioner, African Pride Olive Miracle leave-in conditioner. My hair loved that leave-in conditioner so much. My routine was still the same. I wash my hair every 2 weeks and I make sure I don't skip it. I try to meet up with time so I don't encounter issues again. I wash every 2 weeks and I deep condition as I'm washing. Either I'm using my homemade deep conditioner or I'm using the ORS deep conditioner. For now, that ORS deep conditioner is the only deep conditioner that I will trust with my hair because it has been helping me right from time. For the medical aspect, I was low in iron. I had iron deficiency. That was why my hair was thinning at the ends. If you watch some of my videos, you see that the ends of my hair were very thin and I had to cut out about 7 inches the last time before I installed this protective style you're seeing right here. The iron supplement that was given to me, I don't know what happened, but it was not actually meeting up. I had to go back to my prenatal vitamin. That was the supplement I was taking. I took the Pregnant Care Max because that was what I took throughout my pregnancy. I went back to check after a month and everything was already balanced. So that was the only supplement I took, and I made sure I was eating healthy. I was eating a lot of protein. In fact, most of the herbs I used to make my hair growth spray, hair butter, and hair oil, I started eating some of them as well. I ate fenugreek, shea seed, moringa. I use them to make tea and drink. I incorporate them into my breakfast, especially if I'm eating oats in the morning, or sometimes I make overnight oats. It's either I add shea seed, flax seed, or moringa powder to it. I just add a little bit of it to the oats and then eat it. They are so nutritious and they taste good. So basically, I started eating more of protein to carbs. I reduced my carbs intake and I increased my protein intake. Before now, whenever I'm moisturizing my hair, even in protective style, after hydrating my hair and I want to add any other product to it, I will have to massage very well before I apply either the oil or the leave-in conditioner. In fact, if I look at my hands, I feel like crying sometimes because I'll see a lot of hair, a lot of breakage. Even when my hair was in mini braids, I was seeing a lot of hair in my palm. I was so sad about it. At the time, I was actually thinking this is the end of my natural hair growth journey. But right now, everything has changed. As I'm making this voiceover, I'm currently taking down my protective style, and you need to see the little amount of hair that I even shed, not to talk of breakage. There was no breakage at all. So here is the summary of everything I did. I started taking my supplements, and I took prenatal supplements. That was the ones I took during pregnancy. I went back to taking them. I also went back to making my old hair care products, my DIY products. I went back to the ones I have been using before. I made my own oil, my own butter, grease, and all of that. Oh, how can I forget to mention virgin hair fertilizer? I started using virgin hair fertilizer on my scalp. Either I mix it with the Ayurvedic herbs, the oil that I already made, or I use it that way if I don't have any oil at home. Right now, I don't even have any oil at home. The only thing I'm using to massage my scalp and seal in moisture in the length of my hair is the virgin hair fertilizer. If you can get the original of that virgin hair fertilizer, your hair will definitely thank you for it. But you have to make sure your breakage is not as a result of medical issue. If it is, then you have to take care of it medically before you do the physical aspect. And I started moisturizing my hair regularly because my hair was already going through crisis. I don't skip my hair care day. I moisturize regularly, I wash regularly, and I deep condition regularly using the products that I trusted. Throughout the period I was trying to revive my hair, I did not try any new products until I made sure that everything was resolved before I started trying out some new things. So I went back to the products that I have been using, and I know my hair was doing well with them. I also don't sleep without a satin bonnet. It is a must. It's either I'm using a satin bonnet or I'm using a satin pillow. Because after washing, deep conditioning, and moisturizing your hair properly, you are sleeping on your normal pillow. The pillow will suck out the moisture in your hair, and in the process of rolling on your beds, your edges and your hair will start rubbing the pillow and they will start pulling off. I tried my best to avoid that because my hair was already fragile and they break at any little touch. So I became extremely careful with my satin bonnet and my satin pillow. I make sure I don't sleep on just my pillow like that to avoid the pillow from sucking moisture from my hair, and in the process of rolling I don't end up breaking my hair and my edges. As for my edges, I was moisturizing it almost every day. I did not just use the hair growth oil on my edges. I use a hair serum as well. I made a hair growth serum. I uploaded the video on my channel. I'm going to link all the videos that I've mentioned here. I'm going to put the link in the description box so you can check them out after watching this one. I made a hair serum specially for my edges. I use it to massage before going to bed almost every evening, just some few times that I skipped it. but I used it almost every evening to massage my edges before going to bed. And I also incorporated a derma roller to it. That derma roller was actually helpful, but sometimes if you are not careful with it, you might end up pulling out the hair on your edges if you don't know how to use it the proper way. I used it on the days I feel relaxed and I know I'm not in a hurry to do any other thing. But on the days I'm in a hurry, I apply the serum and use my fingers to gently massage it to avoid pulling the hair in that area. If you know how to use a derma roller, I would recommend you try it out if you can, because I actually saw a lot of changes after using it for a while. This is my hair right now. I'm just trying to take out the mini braids. You can see how full my hair is looking. My hair is looking so full, beautiful, and strong. I can't wait to show you guys the final look after the takedown process. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comments below. I'll respond to you. And don't forget to share this video in all your social media platforms because you'll be helping somebody. Thank you all for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.